If you're serving this one, you might want to issue protective clothing because it is messy. Hello everyone, and a very warm welcome to the Barbecue Walk of Flame. You know, I'd never heard of a dipping burger until I saw it on the menu in a restaurant the other day. It was billed as a French dipping burger. I was going to order it until I saw it being delivered to the next table. The burger looked quite ordinary, but the beef jus gravy was thin and watery. And yes, the whole thing was messy. I'd got some decent clothes on, which I didn't want covered in gravy stains, so I gave it a miss. You know, it got me thinking, a burger has a bold flavour, and if you're going to dip it into something, it needs to complement that flavour. It needs to be thick and glutinous, and who dips salad into a gravy? Now here's my version. The Great British Dipping Burger. So it's over to the kitchen. To make my burgers, I'm using a pound of rump steak and a half of one onion. First, cut the onion into quarters. Don't want that bit. Add to the food processor and pulse a few times. I'm cutting the steak into chunks. Remove and discard any sinewy bits. Keep all of the fat, because that's what keeps the burger nice and juicy. Season with a few grinds of black pepper. No salt at this stage, because it draws out the moisture, and the last thing I want is a dry burger. Give it a few pulses, not too many, I don't want a mush. So I'm just cutting it into 4 portions, which should give me 4 quarter-pounders. First into the press a disc of greaseproof paper, then the meat. A good press down, and gently tease it off the press, and there you have 1 quarter-pounder. Once I've made the other 3, they're all going in the fridge for an hour or so to firm up. Now for the onion gravy. If my Weber Q had a side burner, this is where I'd use it, but as it doesn't have one, we'll have to make do with the hob in the kitchen. 2 onions. You can use red onions if you prefer. Believe me, it does not make a scrap of difference. Halve the onions and then slice each half. Some prefer it cut into small pieces. It doesn't make any difference to the flavour how it's cut. I rather have slices myself. Add a glug of oil to the pan, followed by a knob of butter. Turn on the heat. Once the butter has melted, add the onion to the pan and put the lid on. Turn the heat down to low. I want to sweat this onion to bring out the flavour. This is low and slow cooking. Give it a stir to make sure everything is coated. Measure out 2 tablespoons of plain flour. Make 1 pint of beef stock. I'm using stock cubes. Perfectly adequate, but any good beef stock will do. The onions are nice and soft, just starting to brown. I'm adding the flour a bit at a time, stirring well until the flour is incorporated into the onion before the next addition. I don't want the flour to catch the bottom of the pan if I can help it, and I don't want any lumps. So be patient, keep stirring until all the flour is absorbed. Now add the stock, give it another stir, and then a few drops of Worcestershire sauce and season with salt and pepper. Turn the heat up and bring it to a simmer for 25 to 30 minutes. Until you have a nice, thick, glossy onion gravy. On the patio, my Weber Q is warming up, so let's get cooking. I, for one, do not want to dip a burger loaded with salad into onion gravy. So I'm dressing my burger with some spiced red cabbage. I got this from the supermarket, ready cooked. All I have to do is reheat it. If you want a recipe for spiced red cabbage, I can let you have one. But beware, a whole cabbage makes an absolute shed load. Pan on the grill, a quick spray of the griddle, and on go the burgers. And it's time to flip. I made a right mess of that one. And that's not much better. Time to toast my bun. The red cabbage should be warm by now. Just look at that. Toasted to perfection. I usually burn it. First on the bun, the burger. Then a generous helping of red cabbage and a slice of cheddar cheese. And there you have it. Ah, you know what? I forgot the mustard. The cheese is already melting. I'm using English mustard. This burger is getting a bit of a kick. Forget those mild versions, only English mustard will do. So there it is, my dipping burger, a bowl of onion gravy, and to go with it, a bucket of potato wedges. Now, if you've enjoyed watching me make these burgers, or would like the recipe for spiced red cabbage, all you have to do is sub my channel. Simply click the button at the bottom of the screen, activate and ding the bell, and I do love to receive a thumbs up. Now, here's the recipe recap. delicious. When I said it was messy, I wasn't joking. I'm off to wash that apron now. So it's goodbye from me, the dude with the food, the old geezer at the grill. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.